What up, YouTube? Asian Persuasion here, and I'm here with my boy PJ.
What up, guys?
We just did a recent profile, but this time you went undefeated, got second place because of tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, but I did not lose a match.
Yeah, but you went undefeated and you opened 2 OTS.
So I opened 3 OTS packs. I opened 2 ultis. My other OTS pack didn't have a fucking hollow in it.
I opened it. It was so weird, bro. But
yes, I opened 2 ultis. Johnny opened my pack. He managed my hollow to go away.
I know, it just disappeared.
I hate you so much.
I literally looked around like, I lost you a hollow. But you got 2 ultis, so you should be happy.
Yeah.
You should be hella happy.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm actually really happy that I went undefeated today, because last week I messed up a bunch playing the deck and it cost me, and I played a lot better today, so I'm really happy that I won.
Didn't lose today. It feels good. All right, man.
I'm really happy.
For sure. Let's go ahead and jump into your deck profile. Jump in there.
So for the Drytrons, it's 3 Alpha, Ritual Monster Searcher, 3 Zeta, Ritual Spell Searcher, Gamma, this is the Reborner, this is the one that always gets belled, and then Delta, this is the one that you can reveal a Ritual Monster or spell and draw a card.
God, yes.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't like opening Alpha that much, because you don't want to be pitching, you don't want to be tributing Alpha, you want Alpha to be the first one you tribute with. You want to tribute for Alpha.
Makes sense.
But some of the times the hands are weird, but for the most part I got to play almost every game today.
Hell yeah, that's how you win Yu-Gi-Oh games.
That's right.
You get to play Yu-Gi-Oh?
The rituals are Ultimateness. This is like the boss monster. Ben 10. You do this 2 to 3 times on a turn, usually 2. Ida 10, this one's really good. This one lets you add back the ritual spell. And you can keep ritualing it back and keep adding the ritual spell. It's not a once per turn.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And then Natasha, I used Natasha a fuck ton of times today. Shout out Caleb, I beat him in time with that card.
That card's cheating.
And then
gain life points.
I guess other people, I just made Boral Sword with it. Banish these 2, take 2 cards, they're usually linked, and then I just OTK. Natasha's really good.
Yeah.
I thought about cutting it for the Draconoids, and I'm so glad I couldn't find the card.
Yeah, that would have been a problemo.
I think Natasha's better, low-key. I've tried both.
Yeah, same.
Natasha's nuts.
For the normal summon, I play 3 Diviner. This is the card that always gets Imperm Veilered, so it just sits there like an idiot. But
Unless you run the chaos.
for the most part, I was always sending Herald. If your hand is really good, you actually should send Eva from your main deck and get the Eevee effect before you start committing to your board, so you have the thing for Nibiru or Droll or whatever. Yeah. You can't do it after Droll, obviously, but yeah, the card is really good.
That card made you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh again.
Yeah, it did. It brought me back. I haven't played locals in 3 months.
Yeah,
so
it's been a hot minute.
And then its partner in crime is 3 Orange Light. I believe in the deck ceiling, so I play as many, because I believe that whenever I play the game, I'm going to end as many negates as possible. So even though sometimes you open this and something else, if anything, it's just a negate for their turn 1 sometimes.
Yeah.
It's weird though, because every time I seem to have this in a fairy, I have Droplet, so I just keep them for Droplets. Because Droplets is crazy. My life is crazy. And then I finally played 2 Eva. It's sick.
That card's insane.
Yeah, it's a level 1, you can use it for the XYZ. If it goes to the graveyard in any, I have to tell people every time. If it goes to the graveyard in any facet, I can trigger its effect.
This card.
So if it's under an XYZ material and it goes, if I Droplet send it, if I pitch it for Ultimateness, if I normal summon it and link it for Link Haribo, I get the effect. But it's really good.
I call it the New Age Dandelion. It never not activates.
It's disgusting that on the second one you can banish the first one you sent. You just can't banish the copy.
He's debating on spinning out a bunch of shit.
And then my other hand trap was Veiler. I thought about changing the spot. I almost played triple tactic talents, but I decided just to play this. Format's a little slower, so I can't triple tactics always explode and kill, but this card kind of allows me to grind. It's pretty good. I hit a Mirage Dalio. I hit a Gearsu normal summon. It was okay. It's if anything, it's a level 1 normal summon.
We're always making move beta.
The Egyptian God cards, Foolish. Called by, I never saw this today, but I saw Institution a couple times.
I know.
Yeah, these are the God cards. You always want to see these, and then it's cool because sometimes your Drytron effects get stopped, and this just turns into whichever one got stopped. So it's like having the other one. It's really good.
More Drytrons.
More Drytrons. Max consistency.
More Boral Swords.
And then 3 Cyber, Emergency, 3 Nova, and then I still only play 1 Ritual spell. I was playing playing on DB the other day, and some guy I was playing, and I was like, man, I didn't have access to the ritual spell, and he said, why didn't you dump it with the XYZ? And like my head just like,
You've been learned the hard way.
It's a Drytron card, so if you absolutely need to, you can dump it with Mu Beta, which is fucking crazy.
It's so free.
Yeah, this deck's Nova's the best card. It turns any Drytron into like IP Herald Ultimateness minimum, and then 3 Droplets and 3 Prosperity. This is Dig for Called By or Orange Light. And then this is like just set. If you get drolled, you set, and then you just they go try and play, and then you just pitch 2 Drytrons to negate 2 effects, and then they're like fucked because they're not gonna kill you, and then the Drytrons are sitting there in grave ready to come out for next turn.
Yeah.
But 40 cards in the main. My deck is like the most consistent deck I've ever played. It reminds me of 3 Mining, 3 Circle, 3 Gazelle Salad, and Salad always got to play. And this deck's like this ceiling is
Salad reference.
yeah, or Striker. Shout out to Ernest. But this deck's ceiling is higher than either of those decks could ever hope to be. It's just insane.
Did you hear this, man? He gave you a shout out and then just like roast all over your deck, bro.
I was talking about salad.
Oh, it's
Millennium Eyes. There were so many times today where I actually ended up having to make Mu Beta with this because I get hand trapped. Like this comes out, I absorb the hand trap, they hand trap me again, so I just turn this in whatever Drytron into Mu Beta, and I was able to play through a couple times. It was really good. Entis. This is for like floodgates. If you get like goes in, Tikaboo, you know, the like the loser cards, you know.
What if you get light imprisoning mirror, dog?
If I get light imprisoning here, I'm pretty sure I just lose.
Yeah, low key.
Low key, that card's nuts.
Herald of the Arclight. I still only play 1. If you wanted to, you could play more. But every time the combo resolves, you're out of rituals to search anyway. So I don't see the point for playing the second one. And I don't play a second ritual spell either.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, if you play
Lyrilisk. This is for Zeus. Like if you're in a super simplified game state, you can only like make this. You just attack and then go down it into Zeus. So it comes up. You could play the other one, the bird, the other bird, I guess.
The other bird card.
But I don't like that one as much. I can't attack directly. I'm not trying to take damage and go in time.
I suck.
2 Mu Beta Fafnir. 2 is absolutely necessary today. The amount of times this got impermed, Gamma tribute this, bring out another one, overlay for the second one, and be able to use the rituals underneath it was really, really relevant.
Hell yeah.
It was really, really good. The card is nuts.
Yeah, I see even one.
This card is legitimately better than Diviner, if I'm being honest.
But Diviner's still the best normal summon. Yeah. That card's nuts.
Downard for going on top of the bird, or it can go over Mu Beta if you attack. So more Zeus's. I didn't go into Zeus 1 time today, though.
It's just one of those times that you ever.
Yeah. It's for like if it's necessary.
Them random back row decks.
Shout out to Caleb for letting me borrow this.
God, yes.
Beatrice, signed by yours truly, Asian Persuasion. Make sure to sub, all that good shit.
You already know, baby. Let's go.
So what's really cool about this card is you have a checklist. I always have a checklist when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And so if I'm missing Gamma, a Ritual, or Eva, I get to check the checklist and then dump it with Beatrice. I'll be really shocked if this card doesn't get banned soon. If I'm being honest.
Dante avoid the ban list, so does Beatrice.
Yeah, so can his baby girl. And then Zeus. I didn't go into it. Shout out to Caleb for letting me borrow this, but it's for there if you ever need it. But I didn't go into it once today. Links. I played Link Karibo. IP. Shout out to Andrew for letting me borrow this. Phoenix. I went into this a couple times today. Unicorn to clear things so that I can Natasha kill. And then Oppo. I didn't summon once today because I was too busy getting Lava Golem and shit.
I wonder who that was,
But I
Darren.
did go into Boral Sword a lot today, and I won a lot against the Boral Sword. So shout out to Kyle Shutt for letting me borrow this.
World Sword, nice.
Yeah.
The only person with Lava Golem in their deck?
It's crazy when you Natasha take a Link 2, make a Unicorn spin, Natasha take something else, and then just make this under a Link 3. It's just always game.
It's so nuts.
But I never went into this, and I went into everything else at least like a couple times.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But yeah, these cards are really good.
Hell yeah. And then side deck. Side deck
changed a lot, but only because the format just fucking shifted. So
Yeah, it's legal now. It's legal.
I play 3 Alpha. This is one of the few cards you can play under the Drytron restriction because it can't be normal summoned or set. One of the times I did today, I was playing against I was playing against Salad, and I just like swarmed the board, got rid of all my stuff, and then I was like, I have Boral Sword, and I was like, oh wait, he still has like more attack than me with all of his monsters. I just like threw it on the board, just attack.
I like Alpha.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really nice. This deck's weakness is Appaloosa. So what you can do is you can summon this, try and bounce the Appaloosa. They have to Appaloosa negate it, and then you attack over the Appaloosa and play it into your main phase too. Yeah, it's really cool. That card's really good. Twin Twisters. This card was insane today, man.
I already have alphas.
The amount of times I just like pitch a Drytron, clear 2 cards. Doesn't even matter if like what they are. I just want to get them out of the way so I can play my deck. But it was really good.
So do me a favor, can you sing?
This was mainly for Ernest and Sky Striker players if it came up.
They're all Sky.
Oh, I had a lot of Sky Striker stuff today. More Sky Striker stuff right there. I never saw this, but it's for obviously back row.
Hell yeah.
Floodgates, really. Mind Control for when you go second. Just generic going second card. Still my attack. Play whatever you want here. My card I played today, instead of Forbidden Chalice, was actually Ice Dragon's Prison.
That card nice.
So what's cool is, obviously you can't use it during your turn because of the Drytron restriction, but there's like a decent amount of Salad here. Maybe you can hit like a couple of Rays in the Striker match, or a Ray and a Rose or something. You obviously can't use it in the mirror unless you're hitting like the Rituals or the Fairies. But yeah, I was there for like any time I was like going first, or anytime one of my hand traps or one of my other tech cards was bad, I would generally just pick this up.
Yeah.
So I didn't ever resolve it though. I don't think I ever flipped the card.
What is there?
Anti-Spell and Imperial Order. This card single-handedly won me my Numeron matchup.
Made it a buy.
Free. But yeah, it was really, really good. Just for like going first. Obviously, one of the cards I lose to really bad is Dark Ruler.
Weird.
So if I have Anti-Spell and I flip it during a standby, and then if they set Dark Ruler, well, they just lose because I'll kill them next turn.
Yeah, you pay down.
Yeah, it's really good. Imperial Order I never saw, but I saw Anti-Spell a lot. And honestly, I won like a lot of games because of it.
The card is nice.
And then my last card was Reboot. I think it came in like twice. I never saw it. It really wasn't that important, but I would still play it because if you ever reboot, you just Zeus and sit on their back row.
All right, man. Shout out you got for being undefeated. Get second.
So I want to shout out to Caleb. He's the nicest guy at our locals. He lets me borrow whatever I want. He never tells me no. Shout out to Andrew for letting me borrow droplets, IP, the other stuff. Shout out to Ernest, Dag, Josh for being the homies. Shout out to the Burrow for giving me 3 packs and giving me 2 ultis and a pack with no hollow. Are you fucking kidding me?
This made up for
Yeah, like this is a decent amount of value. Honestly, I'm just really, really happy. Shout out to Kyle Strick for letting me borrow Boral Sword. That card was really, really important all day. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't have won as many games. Shout out to the Burrow for giving us a place to play. We really appreciate it. Yeah, it's about it. What? Oh, shout out to James Lloyd Sled III.
Ignore James, bro.
Me and him been watching just a lot of Salad on DB, and every time I play this deck, I'm so glad I don't play Salad.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations on going undefeated, PJ.
Yeah, undefeated. I got second. Shout out to Josh for getting first place too with new Sky Striker. Really happy for him.
Yes, sir. Sky Striker, best deck. All right, man.
Oh, the Sky Striker Drytron matchup is horrible for Drytron. Get out of that matchup any way possible if you can.
Hopefully they scoop.
But yeah, anybody who's like on the fence about trying the deck out, really like just play this list and just like you'll see that you don't lose to like a hand trap. Like you can, it's really, really resilient. And at worst case, if they troll you and they don't kill you, then they wish they would have because you know you just go off with your 6 cards. But I'm really, really happy. The deck is really, really in a good spot where I want it to be, and I'm really happy with the way I played today.
For sure, man. Well, congratulations again, and thank you for the deck profile.
Until next time.